right, motherfuckers, we back.
Back at it again.
This is the 2 Cents You Call This podcast.
One time for one time.
I am your host, X, and I'm here with my brother from another mother, Dub. What's happening?
What's happening, my brother?
Hey, man, you know what it is.
We are back for episode number 56.
56.
Took another little break.
Yeah.
We gonna stop taking these breaks, but
We not.
we not.
It's going to be another week, a couple weeks.
we not. But you gonna get the show when you gonna get the show,
This shit, whenever you get it.
and we coming through on it. You know how we get down. We are. You can catch us on YouTube. We are the 2 Cent You Call It podcast on YouTube. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I need you to stop doing what you're doing in the background and pay attention to the show, brother. Hit that little notification bell so you can see every time we post the episode. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you know how we get down on the drink.
Go ahead.
You know how we get down. On the streaming platforms, we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. First things first, my brother. Since you already been fucking around with it and it took your attention away from the intro, what's in your glass?
Brother, I was gonna let you have your shine. You know, I just like to be in the background. Yeah, I have a long drink. Is what it's called. I thought it was more like a
Long Island.
And that shit came out clear.
So remember, I tried it and I told you about that.
Oh, okay.
Because I also thought it was gonna come out like a Long Island, and that's not at all. It's actually fucking terrible.
It's like tonic water, just straight. Yeah, but that's what I'm drinking. I'm gonna pour some ginger ale on top of this. I might have to go into the kitchen and put something else on top of this shit too.
Yeah,
but
it's ass.
That's what I'm drinking. What you got over there, brother?
I am switching things up, health wise, and I'll talk about that here in a little bit. So, in order for me to maintain a low caloric intake and keeping it simple, I am going straight whiskey tonight.
Okay.
And a little bit of tonic water. So that's probably what's gonna be for the foreseeable future. Might throw a little. I was supposed to do wine tonight. I wanted to start just trying out red wines because I'm not very versed.
A blend in there.
Okay.
If you want to try it before.
Well, we here now, so it's all good. But I'm not very versed in wines, and I feel like the older you get, that's one thing you gotta keep in your back pocket and add to the collection. So. I'm gonna start trying out wines.
What's your taste? Would you rather have something sweet or something?
So you know
bitter?
me. You know me. I think
so.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I think I would prefer bitter because my taste in beers. I love porters and stouts, which most people don't like because of their bitterness and kind of how dry they are, I guess.
Yeah.
And then that I equate them to coffee. And coffee is a acquired taste for some people too. Mm-hmm. So I think I would prefer something a little more dry and a little more bitter. So
I probably should start off with like a Merlot.
Yeah.
Maybe a blend that's not a sweet blend.
Yeah. I'm gonna start trying it out. So going forward, you might hear me drinking a lot of wine.
Hey, brother, no judgment. I done did it a couple times on the show.
Hey, it is what it is. I think, like I said, the older you get, I think that's something to add to the repertoire and keep in the back pocket. So
you got to diversify your palate.
For sure.
But how was your week, man?
My week was good, brother. I just came off vacation, which is why we did not record last week's episode. I was on the East Coast, hit a beach up, and just really enjoyed relaxation. This was one of my vacations that wasn't necessarily, to get out to a city and, kind of turn up or visit a lot of places and stuff like that. Uh-huh. This was more so of a reboot and reset vacation, just kind of a, I know I got a lot of things coming up soon that's going to require a lot of my time, and it's going to be very tiring and just kind of, it's going to be a while before I get to just relax again, with no interruptions and just to disconnect from the world. So that was what this past vacation was for. Got a beach condo, and
Okay.
just relax, bro. Like really unplugged from everything that I got going on here, from work, from our organization, from even the podcast. So it was something that was definitely needed. I do it maybe 2-3 times a year, and it was good, man. I binged a lot of shows that I had been meaning to watch.
Okay.
Spent most of the time on the couch, just relaxing, chilling out. So,
Anything of interest that I should look at?
couple of shows. The new one of the new ones that's on Amazon Prime. I think I told you about The Peripheral.
Okay.
It's a really, really, really dope show. It's gonna get you going within the first episode. You
Is
know
it
how?
your dope or is it my dope? 'Cause you be watching Harry Potter and shit.
No, no, no. I think you. First of all, ho. No, but is you're dope. I think you would definitely like it. Definitely got to check it out.
The Peripheral.
Yeah, The Peripheral. So that's one of them, and then another show that I've been on is Titans on HBO Max.
Okay.
So I think you probably I don't know, maybe you didn't when you was younger. The Teen Titans.
Teen Titans, yeah.
So they have an adult version, which
Okay.
is Titans, and it's on HBO Max. So
That's the one with the Black Starfire?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody was acting all crazy about.
Yeah, man. It's actually in its fourth season now, and it's a really good spin on it, man. It's a really good spin. So yeah, that's what I've been binging lately, and yeah, all in all, it was a really good, relaxing vacation. Starting to change things up a little bit. Uh, I went to the doctor. I don't know if I told you this. I went to the doctor a couple of weeks ago, and my doctor basically told me we getting older. Uh, so my doctor told me
Bend over?
no, not yet. No, it ain't that time yet. Although I'm gonna have to get checked earlier than most people because of my family history.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I had to get my titty squeezed earlier this year, so I understand.
Yeah. So that yeah, I went to my doctor, and we're every adult in our age range is probably not getting the amount of nutrients and supplements that we need from our food.
Yeah.
So we need additional supplements, and so I've been adding just different vitamins into my day to day, and it's actually I can tell the difference. Like it has been paying off. As far as what she ran my blood work and everything, and told me what I was deficient in. So I say all that to say, if you're listening out there, I know especially black men, but just people in our generation in all, we don't go to the doctor as often as we should go, and a lot of times we don't take our health seriously, and that's something that I'm wanting to change now
Okay.
and going forward, because I think we're around the age that shit is starting to slow down. You're starting to feel them aches and pains a little more,
Oh yeah.
and a lot of it is because of our nutrition and what we're lacking in. So definitely change that up. I felt old, man, because I bought one of those pill organizers, bro.
Man, I got one of them motherfuckers over here.
It's a new age one though. It's got like it's like little round disc, and they all go into a cartridge, and you can pull the disc out for each day, and it has your daytime and your nighttime pills and everything. But I was
It's
like,
not new age.
I'll show you the
I know
way.
what you're talking about, but it's not new.
I hope.
My mom got one.
All right,
I think my ex girlfriend had one of those too. I think they call it birth control. I don't know.
bye. Yeah, but nah, because I know which one you talking about, but it's actually like a different kind of one. I'll show you. But yeah, man. So I felt old because I was like, man, I remember my grandparents having pill boxes, and I'm like, well, we are here, so it is what it is.
Got your little Centrum.
Yeah,
Centrum
yeah.
one day.
Little one today, me. Nah, but work is great. Everything was good at work this past week. Even though I only worked 2 days out the week, I was off Monday and Tuesday, and then I took off today too.
Okay.
So, yeah. But everything is good, man. Work is great. Getting ready for a new endeavor on the job, so I'm excited about that. Um, yeah, I think that was pretty much it, man. How was your week?
My week was an adventure. I'm coming off of a vacation, so I've been off since I was off from Thanksgiving until Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, until Thursday. So yesterday was my first day back, and then I worked today. Did a half a day. Other than that, man, I've been in class and stuff. I got 2 finals to get ready for next week.
Okay.
I'm actually taking them on my birthday.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully all that goes well and semester goes as good as I need it to go.
Okay.
After that, I made a lot of purchases on Amazon. Excuse me, man. Shout out to the static in the background. Made a lot of purchases in the background. You see a lot of these boxes over here. So I got couple towel racks and stuff, well, paper towel racks and stuff like that. One for the kitchen, one for the bathroom. I got a shaving stand and stuff with my razor and my brush. And then I decided to go ahead and invest in a bidet.
Okay.
Yeah, and stuff because our apartments, our plumbing isn't that great. And they've sent out a couple letters of we can't handle the wipes and everything like that. So I felt like they was talking personally to me because I was going through
I
like
hit dog holler.
yeah, I was going through like a pack a day and shit. But so yeah, I bought the bidet. It's a little handheld one. It's nothing too fancy.
Yeah. So you had a time with it.
Yeah. So well, truthfully, it's very simple to install.
Okay.
But apparently, I have like the only apartment whose water won't cut off.
Oh, so your shut off valve for the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It worked everywhere. I shut off the water to my sink, and it stopped. And then I shut it off to the toilet. I turned it all the way in. I even checked. I said, okay, is it supposed to be all the way out or is it supposed to be all the way in?
Yeah.
I was like, all right. So I did it both ways. I was like, all right. So all the way in, the water just kept going into the toilet and stuff like that. So like, all right, okay, maybe it's just because I got something backed up in there, something in the hose attaching to it. So I was like, all right, turn it all the way off again. Pull the plunger up in the tank so no water will refill again. And I went to go turn the attachment to the valve to my actual tank, and that motherfucker squirted all over my face. So I was like, all right, let me see if I could do this quick as fast as possible and stuff. I try to do it like you know how you shake a soda up,
Yeah.
and you like. I was like, okay, maybe it's just water pressure in there. And it's just like throwing everything out, but nah, that shit was fucking coming. So I had to go get some buckets, and then I thought I was putting the shit on right, and I couldn't get it on every time. I was like, all right, let me just put this back on. So then I just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna have to thug it out.
So you done damn near flooded your whole fucking.
Hey, brother, it was water all on the fucking floor, water on the walls, and stuff like that. And I got to do a better job of cleaning my toilet because it was some pretty rank water because it was cleaning all the stuff. You know, make sure you clean like the back of your toilet. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Like, you know where the little sloops is,
Yeah.
the little thing where the hair and everything falls and shit. Yeah, clean that shit because you don't want to deal with it. So after I did a little rush job, I finally got it on, and that was working. So I'm like, all right, well, at least I got that. So I know when I move out this motherfucker, I cannot pack. I cannot pack my mop up.
You just gonna have to. You just gonna have to leave that motherfucker on there.
Yeah. Luckily, I have a shop vac, so yeah, I could get the water up pretty easily and stuff
Okay.
like that and stuff. And it gave me an excuse to mop everything. So I went in there and I redid clean baseboards and stuff. I felt like I was doing spring cleaning again. Went in there, redid my tub and stuff. Cleaned that, and I used that shit that I used last time that stained my fucking bathtub. But I think you just gotta let it stain for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then eventually it wears off because now it's cool. But I also have a power washer in my bathroom now too. So
Okay.
and power washer is one bidet because that shit gets pretty strong. So yeah, after that, I didn't do much but chill until I went back to work.
Okay.
Um,
How's work been?
Work's been 2 days I went. It was cool. It definitely it's a challenge to get back into the swing of it once you've been out for a while. Because sometimes you be like, damn, how do I do my job and stuff like that. You got to get back into the swing of it and be like, all right, now I got my swing and everything like that. So I did that, and then I ended up going to a company Christmas party earlier today. So it's from 12 to 2 and stuff. So I had to go out to Grapevine and stuff. We were at the Gaylord Hotel. If you haven't been out there, it's a very nice hotel. But,
Okay.
Parking is kind of ridiculous.
Is it?
I was there for 2 hours. It was $23.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the company wasn't
It wasn't validated.
validating.
No.
But they told us that we got to submit a expense report to them.
See, they did that because nobody gonna do that shit. Like,
Exactly.
It's more of a hassle.
Exactly.
I don't never do shit like that. Like when I even hate doing the rebate, and if it's not worth my while, I'm not even gonna do the rebate on shit that I purchased, bro.
I'm going to hit the clock.
Go and clock one of them.
Hit the clock for 1 hour, and that's gonna be my reimbursement.
Go give me this 1 hour.
Go ahead, yeah. Put some change on that stuff, and I'm gonna do it in overtime.
Yeah, but that's the thing, bro. Like I hate when people do stuff like that because they know that you're not gonna actually do it. So
Yeah.
that's how they get away with not spending the money.
Yeah.
So
They do it and stuff like that. But I went out there. It's weird because I've been working from home mostly and stuff. But I got to see my coworkers and stuff. Like, and it's just weird seeing them and actually sitting down and having to talk to them.
Yeah.
When you've been by yourself.
Yeah.
This long, so it's like a lot of small talk. And you're like, I'm not really.
I don't really want to do how it is.
Exactly.
Don't really care.
Yeah, and stuff. But it was there. We had a buffet there. I told you to pray for me because I was not one of the first people in line. You know how I feel about.
The funny thing is, man, I was thinking about that earlier, and I think it's a cultural thing because I was actually talking about a potluck or a buffet earlier this week at work, probably yesterday actually, because I think we be in the same boat as far as the mindset of that thinking. Because when you text me, I was like, I literally just said this yesterday.
Yeah, and it would have been okay if it was like staff served, but it was like you serve yourself.
Yeah.
And all I know is after the event was over, I went to go to the bathroom, and it was a couple people that I worked with that did not wash their hands.
Of course.
So I'm like, and of course I ate after all of them because I'm the type of person who does not like to wait in a line.
Yeah.
So I'll just once the line is clear, then I'll go do it. But I'm feeling good so far. So let's continue to pray.
Yeah, man, I feel you. Like when it gets to that, a lot of times, bro, I don't even eat. Like if I know that we gonna do a company thing,
I'm not doing potlucks.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely not doing a potluck. But even when it's like you said, even when it's catered,
yeah.
Like a lot of times I won't eat because of that simple fact. Like you see, prime example. Last year we was doing COVID stuff at the job, and so they had catered in some some Mexican food.
Okay.
And it came with a bag, like they had a big bag of tortilla chips that you could get some tortilla chips and get salsa and everything. And so one of the dudes, I'm behind him, right, and I see him stick his fucking hand in this bag of tortilla chips, and you know me, I was like, nah, bro. Go and take that shit with you, like cause you nasty as fuck. Like he was mad at me too, and I ain't give a damn. Go and take that bag with you, bro, cause you done stuck your meat beaters in this motherfucking.
Oh my god!
You done stuck them hoes in this community bag of chips, and now you want everybody out there? No, sir. Go on.
I just want to say, you saying meat beaters live on the internet, and what I said in the privacy of the room with other people is right along the edges of the same thing.
It's not the same. It's not the same. Yeah, you done stuck your nasty ass hands in this community bag. Nah, take them hoes with you. He was mad at me, but I was mad at him that he stuck his fucking hands in that bag of chips. So I was like, fuck it.
This drink is terrible. I'm trying everything. Tabasco, to the point, coke in it.
Yeah, but other than that,
BC powder just
in a drink,
in water, just stir. Oh god.
Other than that, man, was the party okay?
Party was cool, man. It was good to see some my coworkers. It's good to actually get out the house for a change during work hours. And yeah, I mean it's just a little weird. But I think it's kind of, in a way, it makes people socially awkward just to be working at home all the time. Mm-hmm. At least with your coworkers, because you don't really know how to get the vibe. People don't know how to read the hints and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then outside of that, man, that was basically my week until I saw you yesterday.
Yeah.
And we went out to 413 Sports Bar and Grill.
Yeah, there was a big event out there yesterday that we attended. Pretty good event, man. Had a lot of fun. I was proud of myself because I told you I'm cutting back and watching the amount of everything that I consume. So yesterday, only had a couple of drinks, and I didn't even. Those were drinks that other people bought. Because they wanted to do, rounds of shots and everything. I only had a couple of them.
Oh, you had a couple of them? I only knew one.
Well, I had one. I had a shot earlier that night, too.
Oh, okay.
Because somebody had bought a round for the whole group. So, yeah, other than that, I was on my water, drank my water.
That's what's up.
It's feeling good last night, man. Not going to go too hard tonight. And, making a couple of changes.
I'm just saying, I told you yesterday I wasn't going hard tonight. He was like, "Yeah, you going hard."
Well, because it's show night, but this for me, this is the only night that I'm just drinking a little bit. But yeah, the event was cool, man. Had fun interacting with everybody. How was it for you?
It was good, man. Got to see one of my friends, friend of the show, Thomas. He hasn't been out in a while. So he was out at the bar and stuff. We got a chance to catch up and stuff. Like, it's good. It was real good to see him out and about. Outside that, I had a show.
Yeah, man. You debuted karaoke a night early.
Yeah, man. So one of our mutual friends, he has a band himself, and he was talking to me earlier. Cause I was messing with him the last time he played up there, and he was like, "Our single, like, you gonna come up here?" I was like, "I got y'all if if you need me and stuff." But this time he called me on my shit and stuff like that. I was like, "Yeah, I got you." And I had a couple of French connections, and I was like, "Fuck it, we gonna go for it."
We gonna go for it.
I walked up to the stage, and they asked me, and I asked him like, "Yeah, y'all know we?" And he's like, "Yeah, we got you." And the MC was up there, and he was I think he was getting upset because the group that we were with was a little bit rowdy.
Yeah,
he was trying to talk.
Yeah, well, he was trying to fucking spit a poem, and we was like, "Bruh, we not here for that."
That's what he was. He's like, "Well, fuck it, maybe you can get their attention."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, you go get up. You ready right now?" I was like, "All right, let me finish my my glass, and then I'm coming right back up
Yeah.
and stuff. So went up there. I did that. Had some fun, man. I've come a long way as far as public speaking or public performance and stuff like that.
I was actually going. I meant to say that too. I was actually going to acknowledge you for that, man. Because I am proud of you. Because that you doing that when I first met you would have been a hell to the no.
Yeah, most definitely.
And so I definitely want to acknowledge the growth.
Which is actually crazy because I sung in the choir like all the time, and I would do solos and everything like that. But I think I just kind of just grew out of that and fell into.
Well, I also think it's still kind of fresh when when you're an adult, you come into adulthood, and then you get to the point to where you don't have that net of people being behind you.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
so in that support, and although it's you always got people in the vicinity to support, but you still got to have the the gall to get up there and still.
Brother, I thought you said you gotta have the girth. Say what?
No, you still gotta have the gall to get up there and make it happen. So yeah.
I think, and
And you had a couple of fans. It was a couple of ladies that
hey, brother, they want me to do an encore. You told me, hey, I think you need to sit this one out, brother.
No, I said the next one.
Because the drink was flowing.
They wanted you to do another one. I said, brother, I think you might want to sit that next one out. We've been drinking a little bit. Speaking of, let's talk about. I think that brings us to our main topic. Let's talk about situational awareness, man, because we experienced a young lady. Experienced a young lady that did not have any kind of situational awareness. Nothing. Last night. She got a little too intoxicated, and I was just like, baby, where's your friends? Like, who are you here with?
Who bought you? Did somebody bring her?
Bro, I to now, I still can't figure that out. I feel like she was with the guy that was at the bar that she was dancing on.
That wasn't really dancing back.
Yeah.
So long story short, we're at a table with a couple of other friends, acquaintances, and everything like that. And these songs come on back to back to back.
Yeah.
Obviously, this young lady's been drinking all night.
Yeah.
She's with, we presume that she's with a guy. And she's dancing everywhere. First, she's dancing with herself. Then she starts dancing with him.
Mind you, she's twerking the entire night.
To
every song.
Yeah.
And every song is not a twerk song.
Yeah. It's like Frankie Beverly and Maze. She throwing ass. At first, it looks kind of like, I know that a lot of ladies don't think that guys deal with this.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Unwanted advances.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like from the outside looking in. Because he was like,
I think that's what it looked like from the inside looking in. Because he to everybody in the bar, he looked like it was not going.
Yeah, it's definitely it gave me vibes of, even if they were together, we was joking about, nah, I'm not.
Yeah,
nah, I'm not. Not tonight.
You're not getting out tonight.
Yeah, I'm sleeping on the couch. You go in there by yourself.
Yeah, because it's gonna be terrible.
So, which speaks highly of us young ladies out there. We do not like to take advantage of anybody.
Definitely not.
So,
park right there. Let's talk about that, because I feel like the common, and like you said just a second ago, I feel like the common misconception is that men are just, we as a species, we'll fuck anything and
take it when we get it.
Yeah, we can take it when we get it, and it don't matter. Men just want sex. That is a common misconception, because just like, you don't want no man coming in there all sloppy, pissy drunk and all over the place and trying to kiss all up on you and all that shit. It's the same on the other on the other foot. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
need you kissing on me. You been throwing up, or your breath smelling like just straight liquor.
Yeah.
It's just smell like you gargled a gallon of pennies and shit. It's not attractive at a certain point. Now I can see if we're both equally on that level,
Right.
then maybe. But especially not if I'm doing the babysitting.
Right.
It's eh.
And not only that, if we can both be on a level, but not belligerent.
Yeah.
Like not to the point to where you're incoherent. And I you know, I was like, that was one of them situations that if they weren't together, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I feel like they were. They ended up leaving together. But that was one of them situations to where I feel like it would, those stories about, oh, he took advantage
Yeah.
of me while I was intoxicated, and it was like, you never.
You don't want to be the one that could have prevented something like that, and you just kind of stood by and just.
Well,
let it
that
happen.
for one, but for two, we always get flack for quote unquote victim shaming, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, there's a fine line between victim shaming and somebody being fucking stupid. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like if you're out here, you're a grown ass adult. If you're over especially you're over the age of 25, over the age of 30, like you're out here, you get belligerently intoxicated without anybody to look out for you, or you maybe didn't come with a few people or whatever.
Yeah.
You kind of put yourself in that lane.
Yeah. You just have to set yourself up for the best possible outcome.
Yeah.
Because I know, like you said, like the victim shaming. Just because I dress a certain way doesn't mean that you have the right to do all this stuff. But you invite certain attention to yourself.
Right.
When you look a certain way, when you drink a certain way, when you're putting your titties out at the bar.
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be some kind of accountability to,
Yeah.
okay, I shouldn't have put myself in this particular predicament, or this even this environment for this predicament to occur.
Yes. And that's not giving a pass to anybody that does any foul shit to
Right, because
anybody.
of course the shit is still wrong. You know what I'm saying? But at
Yeah.
the same time,
Protect yourself.
yeah, like and read the room.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is reading the room. Like you have to be aware. No matter when, and obviously you get too intoxicated, like all logic goes out the window, right?
Yeah.
But you can't get to the point to where you can't read what's going on around you. Like other people around you will let you know if you being obnoxious or if you making
definitely.
an ass of yourself. If you just paying attention to your surroundings, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Unless you're on MOK. Yeah. But then even then somebody still let me know.
yeah, and so I was just like, you could tell that everybody in her immediate vicinity was like,
What the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah. But it was like you said, it didn't seem like she came with anybody. Maybe she did, came with old boy, or maybe she just met him that night. And pray to God they had a consensual fun time.
So, and that's I think that brings up another topic. Like no one wouldn't have cut it off. Like obviously, we've been doing the show for a while, and we have drinks on the show. We usually kick it afterwards. We usually go to karaoke and have a couple of drinks there. As an adult, as somebody, and I'm not even gonna say a particular age. I'm just gonna say as a mature adult.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody should know.
Their limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, or
And if you're gonna push it past that limit, know that
have a contingency.
yes, be there with people who know that you're past your limit.
Yeah.
And be like, oh no, you're not doing this. You're not going outside trying to drive because I know that you're fucked up and you don't need to do that. Or
Okay, so here's the question.
you might be talking to a dude and I know you don't get down like that.
So here's the question though. if so, do you think that it's possible for you to have, the people around you or a group of people or individuals that that can pull you off that ledge, of being too intoxicated, or do you feel like once you get to a certain point, it don't matter who it is, you're not trying to hear it?
For me, yes, I think I can always be real back in. And even later on, I'll sit back and I'll look and be like, you know what, I was wilding.
Yeah.
When I started doing some of this shit. But I think that's all about having good friends around you. And it also kind of depends on what kind of drunk you are. Because it is, some people get upset with that shit. Get the fuck off me. Nah, nah, nah. Nah, fuck you. And be like, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah, at that point, we're never going anywhere again. Like,
Yeah, I can't be seen in public with you.
yeah, this is.
So I mean, you gotta have the right people around you. If you're new to a city, find some people that you can trust. Try not to go out alone. I would say that. This is a crazy world out here, and you can get yourself into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, because and that's, I mean, that was kind of like what with our girl, like, we of course, who we are. We was walking a couple of friends out, a couple of lady friends that came out with us. We ended up walking them back to the car, and we was getting ready to go in, and you just see, oh girl, standing outside. Well, she looked like she was searching for a car.
Yeah.
But she's by herself, and I'm like, okay, she looks like she's searching for a car, and I'm like, whoa.
I'm calling out to her. Like, you okay?
Yeah.
Are you all right? She's not being responsible. She just walking around. I think she actually walked up to like a Tiff Treat
Yeah.
truck at once.
And at that point in time, we actually, like, we at one point in time we actually stopped her and was trying to see where she was going and what she was doing, and like you said, she wasn't really responding to it, and I was like, man, like, if she's driving, like, I cannot allow her to drive.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta. So we ended up hanging out there for, first of all, it's cold as shit.
Yeah.
And she ain't had no clothes on.
No clothes on at all.
And
the titties was out in the bar.
And so, we out there, and
Bitches out, y'all.
and so
Literally.
the Mose was out.
She pulled the shirt down. In the old boy face. Like,
I wish we had videos of that.
I said, is that Ariana? And then
Full titty
I turned back around and the full titty was out. I was like, oh my God, let me pull my camera out real quick. I ain't
Where else,
I ain't seen no titties in a minute.
Nah, but it got to the point, we and I'll say this because I feel like we get to the point where we're in this climate and temperature in this day and age to where it's a bash on men versus women and women versus men, especially black men and black women.
Mm-hmm.
And let me say this: chivalry definitely exists.
It does.
And protecting our young ladies and our black queens definitely still exists, because we were not willing to allow that young lady to get into a car, nor be taken advantage of by anybody in the vicinity.
Yeah.
We when we saw what was going on, we hit up the bouncer at the door.
Yeah.
And was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know homegirl? Like, who is she with? She was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, she was, with the dude that was in there. And so he was like, cool. So we just kind of kept an eye on her, or held her out there until, he came out.
Yeah. Well, she actually ended up coming back inside.
Yeah, she came inside, and then, they ended up leaving together.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I want to kill that narrative that, number one, like I said earlier, that as men, we just out here, trying to take advantage of every single situation. Because we not. I mean, and I'm not. Obviously, some of us are. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there are men out there, but not all men are trash. And number two, as a black man, we are still in the habit of protecting our young ladies, and making sure that they are okay,
Definitely.
and not being taken advantage of. But I said all that to say that you also have to take care of yourself,
Yes.
because she had no kind of situational awareness at all. Like I even I feel like she was at the point to where she didn't even know who was around her, bro.
Yeah, she didn't know who's around her, where she was. All she know was Cash Money took over for the 99, 2000. um, and and all that bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she was going through some stuff. Maybe it was just her night to be like, hey, tonight
We're getting
I'm I'm getting fucked up and I'm giving some dick. So I don't care.
I mean, and let me say this: is nothing wrong with having fun, nothing wrong with having a good time. Just like you said earlier, like you gotta have. I going back to just having that circle and having that group of friends. I am never going to get to a point. First of all, I'm never going to get to a point where I don't know what's going on around me.
Yeah.
And even if I know I want to push the limit, I'm gonna be at the house, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be with people around me that I trust.
you trust.
People around me.
Yeah, definitely.
That also have my interests at heart. And at the end of the day, I'm at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the protection right there. I'm at home, not going anywhere. Not out, not being belligerent, none of that stuff. So I think that's one of the biggest things. It's like you gotta have that support system. Like you gotta have your turn up group, right? Like
Yeah.
your group of friends, especially my ladies. Like how you feel about that? How you feel about having just a group that okay, I can turn up with this group because I know the dynamic of the group.
I think that's important. Very important. Not only because it gives you that extra layer of safety, but it gives you a layer of accountability.
Yeah.
Where you know that you can act a certain way, and you can be yourself. So when I'm around with you and some of our other friends, I can act a certain way. I can talk a certain way.
Yeah.
I don't have to be on my toes about everything. I can kind of let my guard down, and then in turn, it allows me to have more fun because I'm not as precautious, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
Because I know that I got somebody watching my back just in case some bullshit pop off, or
Right.
if I'm starting to act reckless myself.
Yeah. And you can be able to take that. You can be able to take that criticism if it comes down to you being with your group of friends and somebody being like, "Hey, you wildin'."
Yeah, yeah. It definitely sounds a lot better coming from a friend versus a stranger.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially if you know that you one of them people that get set off, by just any random thing.
And Boosie start playing in the background. Now you jumping over the bar trying to smack somebody.
And that was I guess that was one of the biggest things. I don't know earlier if did she have some homegirls with her?
When I came in, all I saw was she was with him, so that's why I figured that they.
Oh no, remember? I think she did. I think she did have like one or two other homegirls with her because when we first like noticed her, she was dancing on the chick. Like she was dancing on one of her homegirls that was with her.
Oh, were they with her?
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, I think that was. I think they was with her.
Cause
Yeah.
she was dancing like anybody could get it that night.
Nah, I'm pretty sure they was together, but and it might have been one of them situations that the homegirls was with her and they was like, nah, this bitch doing too much. We got to go. Like, because if
Find
they
your own way home.
You said what?
Find your own way home.
I hope they didn't leave your girl.
I pray that they wouldn't do that.
Nah, look.
Some motherfuckers will do
Now, if you got some friends that'll leave you in the fucking club, no matter how crazy you acting, if you got somebody that'll leave your ass there, look, it's time to search for some more friends.
Wake up with your pocket turned out.
Yeah. Nah, like you said though, you definitely gotta have them the people that you trust in a situation. Now, as the night progressed, though, I was getting a little irritated at the venue because it was. I think we're doing the show, bro, and being able to hear and listen to like levels and us us having have tested us having to have done as many episodes that we had as we have, and listening to the beginning of the episodes and kind of trying to tweak everything to perfection for the quality that we put out as a venue. You should know your sound system.
Yeah, I think it's because they had everything going through the same speakers. And
is that what it was?
It might have been that, and the levels just wasn't matching.
But see, I feel like you're still supposed to have a sound person, like you and this is.
Well, I just had a DJ. And I think all the
No, because it was actually a dude walking around with an iPad, like with the EQ.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe he said as long as the bass good.
And this is what I be talking about sometimes. You know what I'm saying, with our establishments, bro, because sometimes we cut corners or sometimes we don't invest properly. And we can go all the way down to the heaters outside not working. Like sometimes we just don't pay attention to detail. As business owners or as managers or whatever you want to call whoever the responsibility fell on, you know what I'm saying? But as far as that sound system, I think the fact that we've been at it as long as we have, and we've been like, we've actually had hours to where we just sit down and go over, like we'll record some shit, delete it, re-record it, delete it, record it, delete it, just to hear exactly what everything sounds like, to try to make sure that we're putting out the best quality. I don't know if they I don't know if they particularly did that, bro.
Hey, maybe, I mean, and it may be because it was live band. Maybe it was more set for afterwards. Because even after, once the DJ started doing his set, the sound got better. But I think it wasn't set for live band and live vocals.
And I get that, completely get it. But at the same time,
hey brother, drink it till it sound good.
During the like test, because they did test the sound before everything started, and I'm like, you gotta. What is the sound engineer?
Maybe they didn't hear me crack when I was singing. Because it was
no, we heard it.
I heard you heard me say that? I was like, I've been drinking.
I hit you with that. What's the football player that sang the national anthem? He was like, whoa. When you was up there singing, and I
sang it in the original key, y'all.
And you got up to that it has a key change. Yeah. It definitely has a key change, and it got to that next key.
Well, no, I did good on the key change. It was God, I forgot where it was.
I just know that
it was one of those higher notes.
Yeah, it got to that upper part, and I said, "Whoa, I'm make it up."
I was on the lower end of the soprano range when I went up there.
First of all, bold choice.
It is a bold choice.
Bold choice in song. And I said, yep, this is my brother, because he going for it.
I was like, hey, I can. Well, I've done it at karaoke. Well, I ain't gonna say I've done it at karaoke, but I also took it down.
You done that song in karaoke?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember you doing that one.
Yeah, I did it. I did that one.
Oh yeah, I do actually. And you did drop the key. Yeah. But
they said they was willing to do it. I was like, nah, y'all can leave it where it
is. Somebody came up to me. He's like, "Hey, he got some big balls, don't he?" I said, "Hey, he going for it. he going for it. Hey, I ain't mad at him. You had some fans. He had some ladies wanting to get your number after that. So hey, it worked.
Hey, well, that's probably already taken for anyway. There was some nice ones in there though.
It was definitely some nice ones in there. It's gonna be a big weekend It's gonna be a very busy weekend.
Yeah.
This weekend, we got a lot of events coming up.
Oh, it's my 1 year curversary.
It's your 1 year what?
Curversary.
Curb?
Yeah.
Explain.
At this time, I had sent a message out to a young lady
Bye.
on my way to Mississippi, and she said, "Oh, hey, thank you. Not interested." Oh, okay.
Only you would even remember this.
It popped up on my timeline as my story and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh yeah, cause your ass be putting too much on social media.
It wasn't too much. I was like, No, it wasn't the part that I got curved. It was just
Nah, I know what you're talking about.
I want to say I thought I found my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
1 year later.
But shooters got to shoot.
Hey, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, don't take somebody else.
I put up a shot last night just to
See if you still got it.
see if I still got it.
You still got it?
I still got it. Still got a little bit.
See, wasn't trying to let your ass go neither.
Nah, so
I was about to leave your ass.
I mean, it really wasn't even.
I mean,
a
we
shot.
weren't riding together, but I was about to leave because I had been ready to go, and by the time I was like, "All right, motherfucker, have fun."
Nah, I just like I like giving compliments and stuff like that. I just give a compliment and leave. And I told her, I called her T-Boz because she had a little
Bob.
And then I was like, she's like, yeah, I was kind of going for what she say, Halle Berry, what's the movie? Boomerang. I'm talking cut, not.
God, I was about to say because Halle Berry ate Halle Berry.
Let's not do that, my brother.
I mean, hey, you can't.
But she was.
Halle Berry.
Yeah, she wasn't size 2.
She was cute though.
Yeah, she was and stuff. But I saw her and when the old girl was out there showing her titties in the parking lot. She wasn't in the parking lot showing titties.
She was at the bar, but then she showed titty, and then she went to the parking lot and was looking for a titty truck.
I thought everybody was showing titties. They were coming in and stuff like that, but it was her and one of her friends. She had some pretty eyes too. Yeah.
By the way, that was the longest shot I'd have never taken in my life. Every time we got ready to take that fucking shot,
somebody else.
Hold up. Y'all gonna take a shot? Yes, we gonna take a shot without you. Get your ass. Like, what the fuck is going on?
But yeah, I gave her a compliment and then I tried to walk away. She said, "How the fuck you gonna give me a compliment and walk away?" I was like, "Oh, my bad. I like giving compliments,
that's what you're known for.
And I don't like being a creepy dude because you don't want to
Linger.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, and I mean, that goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Ladies, contrary to popular belief, we look, I'm gonna throw the bait out there. If I'm gonna see how you respond to it, but I'm not gonna be creepy about it.
Yeah, it's not all guys catch that vibe, and that's the guys that you be like, oh my god, this motherfucker's following me the entire night and stuff like that. Or somebody will buy you a drink and then they feel like they're entitled to everything like that. Yeah. But yeah, I just put it out there and stuff like that. And a lot of times I don't even, especially if you dealing with multiple attractive women, I don't even like to approach a single one. You know what I'm saying? I just like to kind of just say hello to the group.
Yeah, because you got to test the water.
Yeah, and see whoever's showing me love, then that's who it's going to be. So don't feel like you the second choice if you weren't the original one that took the bait.
Now, speaking of, I feel like that kind of hit that kind of hit yesterday. I think one of the ladies was trying to talk to one of our other friends, and I think she was on like some, oh well, I like him, but I like you too, and I'm gonna try to see which one of y'all gonna holler first. But it was like, I don't think nobody's really trying to come at you like that because you just wasn't, But
this is it. We'll talk off here.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
See, ladies, guys like to gossip too. Nah.
Nah, but yeah, I was just like, I think he was just he's being cool, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't on some like.
I'm not an asshole. I mean, I'm just not into you.
Yeah, like just because I ain't trying to holler don't mean you ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? We could be cool, but I ain't necessarily trying to holler like that. But yeah, I mean, all in all, it was I feel like it was a good event. It's gonna be a long weekend of events because we got a lot going on this weekend.
Yes, a lot of couple birthday parties. Well, one birthday party.
I got a couple birthday parties.
Oh, what you call it? Shout out to your cousin.
Yes, yeah. Shout out to Darian, man, friend of the show, very big supporter. You know how Spotify does your recap for the end of the year, and we were number 2, man, on his list of podcasts and stuff that he listened to. So I definitely
support.
Yeah, definitely appreciate the Here we go.
Take 2.
Definitely appreciate the support, cuz love you, man, and that's word to the other shot callers, man. Where was we on y'all list? What?
What's up?
Y'all ain't liking, sharing, commenting, or subscribing. Well, we got a couple of subscriptions, but do the other 3, man, because we want to hear from you.
We got a pretty good amount of subscribers. More than I thought we had.
Yeah, we got.
I logged in. It said like, what the fuck going on?
Did we pay for these? No. These is all valid. But yeah, man. Ending it up with the top 3. You know how we get down. This one is kind of seasonal, kind of just whatever your preference is. Top three smells, man. Top favorite smells. And when that could be as far as like what type of cologne you pick, what type of candle scents you like, what kind of whatever. Top 3.
For one, it's gonna sound creepy. I like smelling women, but
Okay.
I'm a fan of shampoo.
Okay.
I like laying in hair, playing in hair and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And smelling that. Number 2, cookies.
Fat ass.
It's just like a real sweet smell. It puts me in mind of just a simpler, sweeter time. Like even when we went to the pool party this summer, and we gave those two girls a ride. And the one girl that was riding with me, I told you, she was smelling like cookies. I was like, girl, you about to. Well, maybe it's because she smelled like cookies. I don't know. And let me see. For some odd reason, I think I kind of got like a tie. And I don't want people to think that I'm a fucking drug addict. But gas and paint.
Yeah.
They I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think for some reason I don't. Yeah, it's a. I get what you're saying though, because it's a smell. It smells that a lot of people don't like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not one of those people that thinks that those smells are like weird. They're very. It might be because your sensory perception is like really high. Like it triggers a very high sensory perception because of how strong the smell is.
Like my hallway smells like paint right now.
Yeah. Hey, well, that's a hell of a top 3.
What about on your side, brother?
Top 3. I will say that I like a foresty. My top smell is like a foresty smell, like lumber, like oak. Okay. I love the smell of like oak or any kind of fresh cut like cedar or any kind of like fresh cut lumber. Okay. Definitely like that smell. Number 2 would probably be it's gonna sound very alcoholic-ish.
Well, go ahead and get it out, bro.
But I like the smell of like whiskey, like
of whiskey.
Yeah, I like the smell of like.
Well, you know what? That can probably be tied to your first one because whiskey.
Yeah, it is like a darker Like a darker smell. I like heavier smells. I like
Okay.
darker and heavier smells. And number three, I guess number three, I would have to say. Well, I guess number one and two actually ties into like my colognes because I do like when you pick out colognes, you know they have like a category that you pick from, and
Yeah.
I don't like fresh or citrusy smells. Like
Okay.
anytime I'm picking out a cologne or even like body wash or something like that, or soap, I like heavier, muskier smells
Gotcha.
for myself. And number three, I would say
I thought that was 3.
no. That was I was referring to one and two.
Okay.
With those smells. Number three, I would have to say.
Clean cooch.
Number three, I'm gonna say chocolate, man. I like the smell of chocolate.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's a like if a room or an aroma smells like chocolate, it's just it reminds me of like for some reason it reminds me of like Christmas. Like it reminds me of the holiday season.
Think the cops are outside.
But yeah, those are my top three. Y'all let us know what your top three are in the comments. We definitely want to hear from you. Y'all know what it is. You can agree with us. You can disagree with us. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
What the fuck?
At the end of the day, that's just our 2 cents on them. We'll probably see y'all next week, hopefully. But ain't no guarantee. We'll see y'all next time. Appreciate y'all listening.
All right.